Hey everyone, welcome back to Williamson Ridge Outdoors. We are out here at the wood yard because I've got a new product I want to share with you, and it's something that I have been looking for a long time, and that is a pair of rubber boots. Now what these are actually KalKal Insulated rubber boots, so these should keep your feet dry and warm in the wintertime. So I've been looking for a pair of boots like this for a pretty good while, but I'm pretty finicky about my boots, so I was kind of reluctant about spending money on something like this and then just get it and then not be happy with it. And when this company actually, they reached out to me and asked me if I'd be interested in trying these out, and I was like, man, what a coincidence. You know, I'm already looking for this because wintertime's coming up and we're getting ready to be in, you know, the mud and the rain and the snow. And I really need something other than just a regular pair of work boots because I'm all the time out here and doing stuff, and I would really like to keep my feet dry and warm. And especially around the barn and around the horses, you know, and something that you can slip on and off. Where, you know, my normal work boots, you have laces, you got to lace them up, take the time. And a lot of times I'm in and out of the house 10, 15, 20 times a day, you know, whenever I'm out working and stuff, because I've either got different projects going, or even stuff like grabbing cameras and batteries, and I may have to put stuff on charge and I have to go in the house and then right back out, and it's just back and forth, and that takes a lot of time to unlace and, you know, lace your shoes, tie them back up, all that stuff. So with all that being said, you know, I thought that this would be the perfect opportunity to actually try these out, give my honest opinion on them, and I'll kind of show you my regular work boot and kind of compare the size and everything, because this another thing that I was shocked with these is that they're actually not all that large compared to a regular boot. Even though it's a rubber boot, they kind of have a regular work boot size to them. And you can see they've got some nice tread on the bottom, good grippy tread. Should provide pretty good slip resistance whenever you're in mud or slick conditions. So just as a comparison, this is the boot that I've been wearing right here around the wood yard recently. The big thing is, like, these are steel-toed. These definitely would not provide the same protection, but that's not what they're meant for. They're meant to keep your feet warm and dry, but they do have some reinforcement, and as the rubber is flexible kind of up here on your on the top, the farther it comes out, you know, it gets a little stiffer out here, which could help protect your toes a little bit, but it's definitely not a safety toe or a steel toe type shoe. And like I said, that's not what it's meant to be. But when you compare the size of them, the footprint on these two shoes is actually very similar. My work boots are just a hair wider than what the footprint of this rubber boot is. It's not big and bulky like a lot of the ones that I've seen are. So I'm gonna go ahead and slide these on, and I'll just get some footage of using them. I'm going to, you know, work around the wood yard a little bit, and like I say, I've got some little things to do. I got to run down some trails and stuff here today. So I'm going to run out, I'm going to try these out, and I'm going to kind of give you my honest first thoughts and opinions about these after wearing them for a few hours. These are quite easy to slip on. So like I was saying, they actually feel pretty close to wearing a pair of shoes or a pair of boots without feeling like you've got a big, you know, thick rubber boot on. I like to wear my pants on the outside. That keeps snow and stuff from going down on the inside of your boots. So there you have it. They actually look like a pair of boots whenever you can't see the rest of them. So if you're wearing them under your jeans, they look like pretty much any other boot. You can kind of see the relationship in the size of the actual work shoe versus the rubber boot. So like I was saying, I'm going to fire up the splitter here, and I'm going to split a little bit of firewood. And I'm just going to work around the wood yard. I'm going to go do some errands, get in the razor and ride it around. And So I think they passed the test just working around the wood yard. It is kind of warm today, which means that these insulated boots are very warm right now. So they're, you know, I think they're going to be definitely more suited for the cold weather. And I want something that I can just wear, and no matter what piece of equipment I get on or use, I want to be able to wear the same shoes. I don't want to have to worry about my foot hanging up. As you can see down in the floor here of the RZR, there's plenty of room. I don't have to worry about these things getting hung up. I have all kinds of range of motion. They don't feel like that they hinder my movement or anything at all in this RZR. I'm really happy with that. Ooh. Snakes. So I've been kind of driving around trying to find a good little wet, watery spot. We've had pretty much a drought over the last few months. We've not had hardly any rain until a few days ago. We had some rain, and it just kind of showers on and off a little bit throughout the day. So I came out to the pond and I was like, well, surely I can find some water to kind of step in or something in the pond. And pretty much what you're seeing right here, all the way out, probably over halfway, is the leaves and stuff sitting on top of the mud. And then there's a little bit of water over in there that's kind of actual pool of water, and a little bit of pool of water over in there, but most of this is the leaves sitting on top of the mud right now. It is some serious muck and sinky around these edges, so I'm definitely not going to venture over in there. Man, this is just crazy. I didn't realize that it was this bad. But this sycamore tree right here, the water is usually over underneath the roots on that. I mean, it's right over to that. So anyways, on my venture to try to find a little bit of water for trying these boots out, I did not find anything that I really wanted to walk through too much. But what I have found is, you know, that as I've been walking around and kind of running some little errands, like ran down to the mailbox and been driving the RZR around, I think these boots are going to work great. Now, I will say it's about 75 degrees today, and they are hot. So, you know, them being insulated definitely is not necessarily a good, you know, hot weather boot. But I definitely tell that as it comes into winter, that I'm going to have tons of uses, and I'm going to be wearing these boots all the time. Cleaning these boots off is as simple as this. So guys, I gotta say, I'm actually pretty impressed with these boots. I didn't think that, you know, I would really find a pair of boots that I could wear around the farm, especially, you know, once the weather starts getting wet and cold and snowy, these are really going to come in handy. There's so many times that I need to just slip on a pair of shoes, go out to the barn, and then, you know, be out there for 5 minutes and then have to come right back and go to the house. Tamara, she has gone through, I don't know how many pairs of waterproof boots, muck boots. There's several brands that she's went through, and she usually buys them used because they're so expensive. And she buys them used, and they're around $100 for a used pair. So finding something like this that is going to be, you know, at a good price point, and to me, is one of the best that I've found, I couldn't be happier with that. I appreciate you checking out the video. If you'd want to check these out more, I will leave links for their website, and you know, you can go and check, and they have different styles other than just this one style of boot. So you can go check those out. Also, if you'd be interested in picking these up, I'll leave an Amazon affiliate link so that you can do that. And also a 20% off code So you get 20% off of these. I think the regular price on these is about $69.99, and 20% off is a pretty good deal. So I'd also like to thank KalKal for sending these out and letting me try them out, because like I was saying, it couldn't have been better timing. They sent these, and I was already kind of in the process of looking for a pair of winter boots and something that I didn't have to worry about my feet getting wet. So you can bet these are going to be used a lot throughout this winter and around the wood yard, because not only are they waterproof and they're insulated, but they're also easy to take on and off. So thanks again for checking out the video, and like I say, I'll leave all the information down below in the description box, and I'll pin a comment for the link where you can check these out. And until next time, keep it outdoors, and we'll see you on the next one.